here to Dike-New Hartford boys basketball here on YouTube. Wolverines coming out after a big victory last Thursday night against West Fork on a last-second three are going to look to duplicate that here and put this one away maybe a little bit earlier against the Sailors. What was an 8-point game for the Wolverines over and in Waterloo against Columbus earlier this year. So we are going to be here with the call. We're going to do the we're going to go and start this one off with the ad for the Booster Club businesses. Appreciate their support again. We'll start that ad here, and all right, welcome back here as we get ready to go here in Dike for the boys game. Wolverines looking to build off that victory the other night against a Columbus team that they defeated by 8 over in Columbus, and what was a tight game through most of it, and Wolverines were able to pull away at the end. So we will get ready here as I am preparing everything for trying to get a special guest here to join me at the start of this game. I'm going to step away here for just a second. I will be right back. All right, back here in Dike for this next game here, Wolverines and Columbus Sailors. Second game of our doubleheader. Boys getting ready to play here. We'll look here at the starting lineup for the Sailors. It's going to be number 1, Amani Robinson. Number 2, Andrew Robinson. Number 3, Leo Christensen. Number 4, Nick Merrifield. And number 11, Jackson Mudd. That's starting 5 here for the Sailors. For the Wolverines, it's going to be the lineup that we've seen. Lost all my papers here, folks. It'll be the lineup that we've seen here the last couple games here for the Wolverines. So it's going to be number 3, Jace Jensen. Number 10, Colin Meester. Number 11, Carson Costello. Number 24, Devin Lotz. And number 33, Colton DeWall. And that is not my starting lineup. Ignore what you're seeing there because I don't know what's going on. All right, we're going to clear that. Try to be here technological, but things aren't always working out for me the way I expect them to. So anyway, Wolverines, as I said, coming off that big 57-56 win over the West Fork Warhawks with that big 3 or 59-58. Either way, 1-point win. Great job by the Wolverines. 57-56, I was right. Second guess myself. Wolverines here on the year are scoring 57 and giving up 54. So on the positive side there, field goal percentage about 42.8, 3-point percentage 25.9, free throw percentage 58.8. They are rebounding at about a clip of 30 rebounds a game. So that was one thing we talked about beginning of the year that we didn't know how that would work for the Wolverines, but they have done a great job of making that part of their DNA, 30 rebounds a game. So 11, almost 12 assists and 15 turnovers. So on the minus, well, let's say minus, on the below one side of those assists to turnovers, and we've talked about that really is what's cost them in some games, and averaging 17 fouls a night. So really a physical team by the Wolverines. It's going to be what the officials are going to call and what we see out of this. So again, on those starters, Meester's leading the Wolverines at 17.5 points and 7 rebounds a game. Costello has come on at 10.3 points and 6 rebounds a game. Jace Jensen at 9.5 and 3 rebounds a game. Lotz at 6.8 points a game and 3 rebounds a game. And DeWall at 1.6 points a game and 2 rebounds a game. So DeWall has been in the starting lineup the last 3 games, really since Christmas break. We'll see from here, or right before Christmas break. I believe he started I don't know if he started the Iowa Falls game or not. My mind drifts. So, all right, we'll pop in here now. We'll look at the Columbus, the Sailors. They are scoring 50 points a game and giving up 62. So on the negative side there, on average throughout the season, field goal percentage is 35%. 3-point percentage 30%, free throw percentage 55%. They're getting about 29, almost 30 rebounds a game as well. They also have 11.6 assists a game, but they are only at 11.9 turnovers a game. So really, they're close to that one ratio that you want to have, better than that if possible. Turnovers per game, fouls per game. They're at 12.9. So again, I expect this to be a physical game. It was a physical game over in Columbus. And this was one of those, as I said, talking with Coach Tagto here at halftime of the girls' game, we talked about this game, and that was one of the things that we said is there was a very physical game over there, and it was one that was back and forth before the Wolverines were able to really put that away in the fourth. So look to see the Wolverines come out a little bit of fire here tonight. Again, a little different lineup than what we saw against the Sailors the first time. Sailors will be in green. Wolverines in white. So coming out here, we'll get ready for the tip-off and ready for basketball. So as we get going here, we'll be joined at halftime by Marin Bixby and maybe part of the coaching staff. Don't know for sure who it'll be or if we'll have it, but who we'll have. But we will have Marin Bixby at the half. So we will get ready here to go, and we are going to take a quick break. I'm going to run the ad from People Savings Bank, which you guys have seen a few times, and we'll join you back here in about 30 seconds, and we'll have Wolverine basketball ready to go here on YouTube.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to DNA schools.
That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
All right, again, we appreciate that. If you got any interest in getting us an ad that we can run, please reach out to Mr. Eichmeyer at the school, and we will get you set up and get it taken care of. So Wolverines here finishing their warm-ups. We are about a minute left before we hit the start of the boys' game. We'll be stepping away here for introductions, and we'll be ready to go here very shortly. So join us when we get back after this short break, and Wolverines getting ready to go.
Good evening and welcome to Dike-New Hartford for tonight's NICL Central Boys Basketball Contest between the Columbus Catholic Sailors and the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. We would like to remind all in attendance that the Dike-New Hartford Community School District encourages positive sportsmanship and behaviors in all our activities. By being positive about your team and coaches and respecting the decisions of the officials, you enhance the atmosphere of athletics. We expect the fans of both teams to follow that lead with your cheers and behaviors. Have a great time and enjoy tonight's game. And now for the starting lineups. For the away team on the scoreboard, the Columbus Catholic Sailors. Number 1, a sophomore, Amani Robinson. Number 2, a senior, Andrew Robinson. Number 3, a senior, Leo Christensen. Number 4, a senior, Nick Marifel. And number 11, Jackson Mudd. The Sailors are coached by head coach Andrew Robinson. Assistants are Kelly Christensen and Charles Dugan. And now the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Number 3, a senior, Jace Stinson. Number 10, a junior, Colin Meester. Number 11, a junior, Carson Costello. Number 24, a junior, Devin Lott. And number 33, a junior, Colton DeWalt. Head coach of the Wolverines is Alex Saito. Assistants are Chad Meester and John Patterson.
All right, we are back here, ready for game 2. Wolverine boys looking to, again, continue this streak they have going, and really a great job here by the Wolverines here over the last couple games. As we said, just one of those things, a 2-game losing streak, kind of with Christmas in between. Now got a quick win here, so it looks like we're going to have the tip here, and it is going to be. It's like that's going to be Christensen and DeWall. That ball is taken by the Sailors. Amani Robinson with it up top, guarded by Devin Lotz. Robinson goes to Merrifield. Ball there, Merrifield over to Robinson. He looks to attack, and he's going to take that. He's going to get that first layup, and that's going to be a foul on DeWall right away. Just just really got beat off the dribble and reached back and got the foul. That's going to be his first, team first. And Robinson going to go for the and one here. Free throw is up and good. Sailors lead this one 3-0. So Meester with it. Meester had a big night over in Waterloo during that first game. Ball back in his hands. Goes to Costello. Costello into the wall. Out to Costello. He looks to attack. Left hand shot up and good. Carson Costello answers. Robinson, Wolverines going to chase. That ball is over to Christensen. Christensen to Merrifield. Merrifield with it, up and in. Or Christensen with it, up and in. I knew I was mispronouncing names, folks. I'm bad at that. Meester with it, getting the screen from the wall. Looks to go in, but that ball taken away by Christensen. Christensen guarded by Meester. Amani Robinson guarded by DeWall. Or by Lotz. And that is going to be a foul on Lotz. It's to be his first and quickly the second on the Wolverines here in the first quarter. Ball will be taken out of bounds by Merrifield. And Merrifield looking to inbound it, gets it to Amani Robinson. Robinson back to Merrifield. Jensen on him. Ball over to Andrew Robinson. Robinson kicks it to Mudd. Mudd out to Christensen. Christensen back to Mudd in the corner. Mudd to Merrifield. Merrifield gets screen, and he's going to take the three. And he is going to airball it a little bit long. Ball goes out of bounds to the Wolverines. So Lotz is going to inbound it to Meester. Meester bringing the ball up. Wolverines, both teams playing man here to start. Costello with it. Costello to DeWall. DeWall to Meester. Meester to Lotz. Lotz drives in, kicks out to Jensen. Jensen back to Lotz. Lotz to Jensen. Into DeWall. DeWall attack and bucket. Good. Good post move by DeWall to get that up and in. Mudd will inbound it to Merrifield. Merrifield bringing it across. Guarded by Jensen. Jensen giving some pressure. And they're going to get Jensen on the block before the push. So that is going to be on Jensen's first, and that's the third already on the Wolverines here in this first quarter. Ball inbounded by Merrifield. He goes to Andrew Robinson. Passes it to his brother Amani. Amani gets everybody set, being guarded by Lotz. Over to Merrifield. He gets it into Christensen, who gets the shot up, misses it. Rebounded by Costello. Out to Jensen. Jensen bringing it across quick. Jensen attacks and steps out of bounds as he's trying to pivot. So another turnover on the Wolverines. Wolverines in their pressure. Ball in Christensen's hands, guarded by Costello. Costello. Ball is over to Merrifield. Merrifield guarded by Jensen. He looks to attack. He kicks it to Robinson. Blocked by DeWall. DeWall goes and gets that rebound too. Ball quickly to Meester. Meester. Oh, look to get it up top to Lotz. Lotz is going to have to touch it up, and it's going to be over and back. Ball from Meester just a little bit high. So it's going to be Sailors ball. Merrifield to inbound it. He's going to inbound it to Amani Robinson, guarded by Lotz in the backcourt. He brings it across. Lotz still on him. Balls to Christensen, to Christensen. Christensen back to Robinson. Switching by the Wolverines over to Amari Robinson. Now to Mudd. Mudd with it. Guarded by Meester. Robinson with a backdoor cut. Not there. Over to Merrifield. Merrifield attacking Jensen. Out to Christensen for three. Off the rim. Ball battle for, rebounded by Costello. He's coming out quick with it. Costello with the attack. Left-handed layup, no good. Scramble for the ball, gotten by Jensen. Jensen off to Meester. Meester up and in, and he's going to get the foul as well. So basket's good. That foul on Merrifield. And Meester going to get a chance here as the Wolverines take their first lead of the night. Meester gets a chance to get the and one, and Jensen and DeWall coming out, Jack Haynes and Jack Severson coming in. And it looks like we're going to have 21 Jace Matern in for Columbus. Shot up and good by Meester. Ball with Christensen coming across. Gets it over to, all the way over to Merrifield in the corner. Takes the three, misses it, rebounded by Costello. Costello to Meester. Meester up for Haynes. Haynes goes up and gets it back to Meester. Meester drives up, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to get two shots here. We're going to see that one is going to be on number 3. That is on Leo Christensen. That is his first and the second by the Sailors here in the first quarter. Meester's first one up and good. Again, Meester had a big night over in Waterloo against Columbus earlier this year. Second shot is up and kicks out. Rebounded there by Christensen. He's going to get out to Merrifield. Merrifield bringing it across. Guarded by Severson. Hands it off to Matern. Up to Robinson. So Robinson off the screen. And that is going to be a foul on Severson. That is going to be the 4th foul on the Wolverines in the first quarter with 3:19 left to go. And Wolverines with 4 fouls, nobody with more than 1, but a lot of fouls here in the first quarter. Merrifield into Amari Robinson, back to Merrifield. Merrifield crosses over Costello, looks to attack, misses it, rebounded by Haynes. Out to Meester. Meester bringing it across quickly. Up to Costello. Costello over to Severson. Severson out to Lotz. Lotz is going to put it up from 3. Jack Haynes with a big rebound and left-handed up and in. Robinson. Gets it to Christian. He's all alone. He's going to get the layup. His second bucket of the night. Meester brings it across, sets the offense. Gets it to Costello. Costello to Haynes. Haynes to Meester. Meester to Severson up top. Takes the 3 off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Christensen. Wolverines not hitting from outside early on. Ball to Christensen. Now to Merrifield. He hands it off to Matern. He looks to attack, and they're going to get him for a travel. He looked to attack Devin Lotz, and it wasn't there. We're going to have, coming back in, is going to be number 11, Jackson Mudd, in for Nick Merrifield. Wolverine ball. Meester bringing it across. Meester to Severson, back to Costello, out to Meester on the wing. Gets a screen from Haynes, and he will pull up from just inside the lane, and he hits it. Ball quickly into Amani Robinson, over to Christensen, to Amari Robinson, and he is going to get fouled by Haynes. That's going to be the 5th foul on the Wolverines and the first on Jack Haynes here tonight. So Wolverines, 5 guys, a foul each. You're going to have number Andrew Robinson going to get the 2 free throws. His first one is up and off the front of the rim. And we've got a substitution in for Amani Robinson. It's going to be number 12, Drew Lindsay. In for the Wolverines is going to be number 21, Tyler Bakken, for Carson Costello. Robinson, second one up and good. Robinson goes 1 for 2 on the free throws. Meester bringing it up for the Wolverines. Meester to Severson. Severson to Bakken. Bakken with it. Over to Meester. Meester pulls up just behind the free throw line. Ball is up and tipped around and rebounded by Amari Robinson. Ball is now to Christensen. He's going to kick it over to Lindsay's hands, and that rebounded by Severson on the miss. Meester bringing it back across quickly. Meester on the attack. Oh. We're going to have a foul on number 11, Jackson Mudd, on Meester's attack. And he's going to get 2 free throws here. Meester's first shot is up and good. Looks like we're going to have Jensen coming in for Meester here with 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Meester's second free throw up, off the back of the rim and out. Rebounded there by Lindsay. Lindsay bringing it across. Guarded by Meester. Ball to Mudd. Mudd over to Robinson. Robinson lobs it up, and that is tipped away by Severson. But in the scramble, Severson ends up with it. I think we're going to have the second foul on Mudd. We are. We're going to have the second foul on Mudd here, right within a minute of each other. Jensen in for Meester. Jensen with the ball. Guarded by Lindsay. Over to Bakken. Bakken pulls up just inside the arc, and we are going to have an offensive foul on Jack Haynes. That is his second foul. Number 4, Nick Merrifield into the lineup. We're going to reset this. We're going to reset it. So Wolverines late getting a substitution down. Horn sounded. We're going to go to 18.6. 33, Colton the Wall, and number 1, Amani Robinson in. The Wall will get Haynes with his 2 fouls, and that's going to be the second foul on Severson. The 6th, well, if it's 5, Wolverines at 5, and that's going to put number 12, Drew Lindsay, on the line for 2 free throws. That is Severson's second. And it's going to bring the Lindsay's first free throw up and out, and that's good. Carson Costello will come in for Jack Severson. Lindsay's second one is up and good. Jensen with it. 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jensen guarded by Lindsay. Puts the ball on the deck and attacks. He gets it up and in. Jensen with a good attack. Ball in, 5 seconds to go. Lindsay with it. He's going to pull up, get the three up. He misses it, and that's going to end your first quarter, folks. Wolverines lead this one 15-9. We will be back right after.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools.
That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready to start the second quarter. Wolverines up 15-9. Really kind of a struggle for both teams. Some missed free throws, a few good shots, a few missed shots. So we'll get ready here to start the second quarter. Looks like the Wolverines are going to come out with, it's going to be Jensen, Meester, Costello, Bakken, and DeWall will be the 5 starting the second quarter for the Wolverines. Wolverine basketball out here for the Sailors. Number 1, Amani Robinson. Number 2, Andrew Robinson. Number 3, Leo Christensen. Number 4, Nick Merrifield. And number 12, Drew Lindsay. Meester on the attack. Gets it to Costello. Out to Jensen. Jensen for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Costello. Costello out to Bakken. Bakken to Jensen. Jensen to Costello. Costello lost it on the drive, but that ball is going to get knocked out of bounds by the Sailors. Wolverines will have it. 22 seconds to go on the shot clock. Meester going to take the ball in, going to inbound the ball for the Wolverines. Ball's lobbed up. Jensen went and got it. Gets it to Meester. Meester, shot fake up, gets the bucket, and he's going to get a foul on that one. That's going to be a foul on Andrew Robinson, his first, team first of the second quarter. Meester's going to get a chance for the and one here. Shot up and good by Meester. Meester, first one to double figures here for the Wolverines. Ball quickly up. Merrifield looks to attack, and he goes right at DeWall. DeWall with a good defensive wall there. Bakken with it coming across. Bakken looking for DeWall. DeWall into Costello. Costello shot fake up and in. Merrifield with it, gets it to Amani Robinson. Robinson into Christensen, guarded by Jensen. He misses the shot, and Costello comes down with it. Costello with it in the front court. Jensen, yep, stuttered the feet just before he put it down, so that's going to be a turnover on the Wolverines. Mudd coming in for Andrew Robinson here for the Sailors. Merrifield will take it out. We'll throw it into Amani Robinson, being guarded by Jensen. Robinson all the way to the block. Kicks it into Mudd. Mudd up. Missed it, and that's going to be on DeWall. That's going to be his second. It's his second, first of the second quarter, and that's going to put Mudd on the line for 2. Mudd misses the first one. We've got some substitutions coming in. It's going to be Devin Lotz coming in for the Wolverines for Colton DeWall. Number 30, Aiden Hosh in, and number 21, Jace Matern. Second one by Mudd, misses. Rebound taken by Merrifield, out to Robinson. Robinson up, to Matern. And he takes it in left-handed, misses it. Rebounded by Meester. Meester to Jensen. 6:14 to go here in the first half. Wolverines lead it 20-9. Ball over to Meester. Meester. Costello. Think he might have, shuffled his feet before the shot. I worried about that one. It looked bad, folks. But Costello turns ball over. Wolverines are going to play defense. Merrifield inbounds for the Sailors. Gets it to Matern. Over to Merrifield. Merrifield coming across, guarded by Meester. Costello on mud. Out to Amani Robinson, guarded by Lotz. Robinson turns in. Jensen steps in. That's going to, we're going to have a foul on the rebound by Jace Jensen, I believe. Yep, and that is going to be his second, and the second for the Wolverines here in the second quarter. Merrifield will inbound the ball for the Sailors. Goes over to Hosh. Hosh up top to Matern. Out to Merrifield. Over to Hosh in the corner. Back to Merrifield. Back to Mudd. Mudd on the drive. And that ball goes out of bounds off the Sailors. It's going to be Wolverine basketball. Jace Jensen took a pretty good bump right there on that defensive possession. Jensen to Meester. Meester going to give it back to Jensen. Jensen over to Meester. Meester off the screen from Costello. Out to Lotz. Lotz on the attack. Little scoop layup, not there. Rebounded by Hosh. Gets it out to Merrifield. Merrifield on Jensen. He's going to pull up, miss the shot, and that is going to be two Wolverines fighting for it, and it's going to out of bounds to the Sailors. So Sailors with it. 4:59 to go here in the second quarter. Wolverines up 20-9. Ball quickly into Mudd. He's going to pull up and miss it. Rebounded by Costello. Costello to Meester. Meester gets it to Jensen. Jensen will set the offense. Back to Meester. Meester puts it on the deck and attacks. He's going to get it up and in. Layup by Colin Meester. Good screen by Carson Costello. Hosh with it. Gets it to Merrifield. Merrifield right into Hosh. Wolverines lost him on the cut. Costello or Meester. Jensen with it. Out to Lotz. Lotz to Bakken. Bakken on the drive. Misses the layup. And ended up getting that rebound, but saved it into Monty Robinson. And that is going to be on Lotz. That's going to be his second foul. Wolverines quickly picking up second fouls here. So that's going to be on him, and that's going to be underneath. That's the third foul on the Wolverines here in this quarter. Jack Severson will come in for Lotz, and Christensen going to come in for Mudd. So the five on the floor for your Wolverines: Jensen, Severson, Meester, Costello, and Bakken. Hosh against Bakken. Kicks it in. Back out to Hosh. He's going to shoot the three. It's going to be short. Rebounded by Meester. Meester comes across with it. Up to Severson. Severson dribbles it out. Back to Costello, who's going to attack. And he's going to get it blocked by Monty Robinson. Sailors pushing. Merrifield to Robinson. Robinson's going to take the three, and he's going to hit it. Transition three for Monty Robinson. Wolverines bring it back across. Colin Meester with it. Meester. And ball ends up with Bakken. Bakken to Severson. Severson looks to attack out to Meester, and that's going to go off his hands and out of bounds. In for the Sailors is going to be number 12, Drew Lindsay, number 2, Andrew Robinson, and number 11, Jackson Mudd. Staying on the floor are Amani Robinson and Leo Christensen. So Robinson with the ball. Comes across. Jensen guarding him. Ooh, 4.5. Ball into Andrew Robinson. Takes it up strong. Rebounded by Costello. Quickly up to Bakken. Bakken on the wing. Looks to attack. Throws it to Jensen. Jensen dribbles it up top. Set the offense. Jensen to Bakken. Bakken to Meester. Meester with it. Goes to Sievertson. Sievertson into Costello. Costello will pull up and miss the shot, and that's rebounded by Andrew Robinson. Robinson here, 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Wolverines up 22-14. So handoffs here around. Christensen with it, crosses up. Costello gets tipped away, and that foul will be on Robinson. That's going to be the second on the Sailors and the second on Andrew Robinson. Wolverines going to take the ball out of bounds. Jensen inbounding it to Meester. Meester gives it back to Jensen. Set the offense. Jensen with it. Out to Meester. Meester, screen from Costello. Out to Sievertson. Sievertson looked to go to Costello, and that's off his hands, and Robinson takes it away. He gets it to Mudd. Mudd bringing it across, guarded by Bakken. And that's going to be a foul on Bakken. It's going to be his first foul. First foul on him. Fourth on the Wolverines with 1:51 to go in the half. Mudd going to inbound the ball for the Sailors. Mudd to Amani Robinson. He's got it, guarded by Sievertson. Robinson looks to attack. Gets in deep, but kicks it away to Meester. Meester with it to Bakken. Bakken puts the shot up, just misses it, but he's going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the line for 2. That foul was on number 3, Leo Christensen, for the Sailors, his second, team third in the half. Bakken, first free throw. Up. Good. Going to have, looks like Jack Haynes is going to check in for Bakken here after this free throw if he makes it. Bakken getting ready for the second one. Sets. Shot up. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Mudd. 1:36 to go in the first half. Mudd to Lindsay. Lindsay over to Amani Robinson. Looking for Andrew Robinson. Robinson up and makes the bucket. Good, solid post move there by Robinson. This is a 7-point game, folks. Meester with it. To Bakken. Bakken, ooh, just missed Costello, but gets it to Jensen. Jensen for 3. Cashes it in. Jensen, a 3-ball for the Wolverines. First one of the night. Ball up to Merrifield. Merrifield over to Lindsay. Lindsay's going to try and answer in and out. Bakken tips that ball away to Meester. Meester coming with it. Meester to Sievertson. Sievertson attacks out to Meester. Meester in the corner. 46 seconds to go. Ball with Bakken. Screen by Costello. Bakken will pull it up and miss the shot, and that's going to go out of bounds to the Sailors. We're going to have Jack Haynes in for Tyler Bakken. Ball in here to Amani Robinson. Robinson with it, guarded by Jensen. 31 seconds to go. Shot clock about a second ahead of where the game clock is. Robinson with it. Looks to go inside to Mudd. Good defense by Costello. Mudd ends up coming to get it. We are at 18 seconds. Sievertson against Christensen. Christensen puts it on the deck. Attacks. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded here by Costello. 7 seconds. Costello with it. Costello attacks. And he is going to get fouled on the shot. That shot is going to be on Robinson. That's his third of the first half and the fourth on the team. Coming in here is going to be Merrifield coming in for Andrew Robinson, who's got the 3 fouls. Inbound quickly to Meester. Meester gets a shot up. That is going to be your halftime, folks. Halftime score here from Dike. Wolverines 26, Columbus 16. We'll be back here right after this with our half.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools.
That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
All right, folks, back here for halftime of the boys game. I'm joined by D&H girls assistant coach Craig Chapman. Coach, welcome in.
Welcome. Thank you. How are we doing?
We're doing well. Big win by the girls tonight. Really, girls with another good win. Kind of answering that first time they played Columbus was really tighter, but Jaden Peterson didn't play until the fourth quarter, coming off that ankle injury. So what'd you see out of the girls tonight?
Just a lot of fast-paced play. They'd make a play, then we'd get the ball right out of the basket, bring it down the court, and someone would make a big play. Mom would hit a 3, or we'd get it inside to one of our girls, or we'd work it around. Just played at a high tempo, was able to get quick shots, quick points, and stop them from scoring.
Yeah, it was definitely something we talked about during that game. Every time they seemed to get a bucket, we'd put a flurry on and get a bucket, but then get a couple more to go with it. Wolverine defense was really up and down tonight. Something that, as we've seen, again, 1 loss on the year, a 1-point loss to Solon, and what was really a good battle way back in early December. So really, as you look forward here, I know you guys have got Appin and Parkersburg on Friday night and then Union on Saturday. But really, right now, I don't think legs are really an issue for you guys. How's the shape looking for the girls?
Oh, they're looking real good. Obviously, with cancellations, this next couple weeks can be pretty busy with the girls on their legs and stuff, but I'm sure they're up to the challenge. They've been working hard, staying at it. Really looking forward to these next couple of weeks and just getting a lot of games in. Keep finding our stride. Yep,
and that's great. And then, obviously, from your role, you also are coaching JV. And how have the JV girls looked this year?
Really good. We have a lot of numbers, so it's kind of just seeing different things with different girls, trying stuff out. But they've really shown a lot to me. They've gotten a lot better throughout the year. They've started to take pride in their defense, passing around, helping each other out. Really have started to show some good stuff.
All right. Well, good luck the rest of the way, and we'll chat with you again.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Chapman joining us. We're going to be joined by, obviously, Matt, you got me? Matt Dove joining me. You obviously, Bruce wanted to send everybody else up to me tonight, so that's fine. We'll chat with everybody.
Yeah, so. Voice is starting to get in mid-season form, so he's trying to save it probably.
Yeah, he's going to need that at some point here. So we were talking with Craig as well. Really, one of those nights tonight that every time Columbus scored, you guys would put 2 or 3 buckets up right away in an answer.
Yeah, for sure. I know Martin and I were just kind of joking on the side there about that. Anytime there was a big basket, seemed like we could find her for a quick transition 3 going the other way. And I think that's huge, even on made baskets, that our girls are still able to get out and push the pace. And it's not just on, tips and steals and stuff like that. They know when the ball goes through the rim on the other end that, hey, we still have opportunity on the other end of the floor. So I think that's huge, and they did a good job executing that.
And I think that's a big thing that we haven't talked really that much about with Coach Dahl either, is you guys like to play at that tempo. You want to press, but you want to press for turnovers. Some teams are going to press to slow a team down. You guys are pressing to turn it over. For sure. And with Peyton Peterson at the back, it's a hard thing to throw it over top.
Yeah, she does a great job kind of playing that free safety role in the middle of the floor. She does a nice job of knowing her limits, doesn't get herself out of position, knows when to take chances, just reads the floor well. And then, we realize, I think, and Coach Dahl preaches this day in, day out, some of the best opportunities we get are going to be from the defensive end, and that's going to lead to some of our best offense. And definitely get the pace up. going the way our girls want to play and what they're comfortable doing.
Well, and you guys have, I always joke about it, but you guys have a rotation, and you can set the clock by it pretty much. But I think it helps for those girls because it allows them, they know they're going to get on the floor at certain times. And then when you get in that second half and it's a tight game, you know you can either shorten or lengthen your bench based on what you need.
Yeah, and the fun thing about playing at the tempo that the girls like to play at, Coach Dahl likes to see them play at, is we're playing a few more girls this year or whatever, so they know when I go out there I can be, like you just said, hammer down. I'm going to get a rest here for a little bit, and then I'm going to go right back into the mix. And I think our girls off the bench, Izzy, Sylvie, they do a great job of when they come in, they know what their role is. They know what they're coming in and do. They're in tune for what we want to do. So that's huge. And down the road, that just serves dividends for you when you can go to your bench, feel confident that they're going to execute what you're asking them to do.
Well, and you guys you guys had a little bit of break in there. Obviously, cancellations, you don't like any of that. Only your second game since Christmas. And now you've got Appleton-Parkersburg on Friday night and Union on Saturday. And that's going to be an earlier game. For the girls, I don't think it'll be that much of a problem, obviously, because we're still in we're still in that break, and they haven't had a whole lot of time where they've had to go up and down. But what do you look to see here out of the next couple games for the Wolverines?
I think we just got to keep fine-tuning some of the stuff we're doing. We're getting to that point of the year where trying to kind of, figure out what we're really good at, what we need to improve on as we go down the road. But AP will be a big test on Friday. They do things so well, and that's always so hard for us to go over there and play regardless of, what the teams look like or whatever. It's a tough place. So I think for us to go into a hostile environment, execute our plan, do the things that we want to do, and not get distracted by some of the other stuff, I think will be huge.
All right. Well, good luck, and we'll chat with you, I'm sure, at some other point, but we won't be back on. We won't have that AP game, but we'll be back on for Union on Saturday.
Right,
so
thanks,
it, Matt.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way. All right. Busy halftime for me here today. We're going to be joined here. Marin, you got me?
Yep.
All right. Joined here by senior basketball player Martin Bixby. Was just talking with both Coach Chapman and Coach Dove that tonight you guys like to play at pace. You like to play defense. You guys get after it, and you turn that into offense. And whether you're the one running out scoring it, or you've got Izzy running out scoring it, or you're spotting up for a three, you had a big night tonight from outside.
Yeah, definitely I would like to give all my points. Obviously I had a lot, but give a good shout out to my teammates. Peyton, who drives in, everyone collapses on her. She always finds or looks for other shooters outside. And obviously running in transition with a lot of players, it's hard to see our girls down the court. So for our eyes to be up like that, I think it's really amazing, and we've definitely been working on that.
Well, and that's something you mentioned, that your eyes being up. That's something that we see out of you guys every time. Anytime there's a rebound, your eyes go up and looking for somebody running out. Again, it's one of the things I really love about watching you guys play is the unselfishness. Yep. And you're one of multiples I've talked to, and everybody says the same thing. It's always the first thing is always the team and always your teammates. And that's something I think can be rare, especially in a high school basketball program. But I watch you guys come off the floor, everybody stands up, everybody gets five, and then you come back and have your conversation. I think I said it a year ago, but I think it's something that really, from a team standpoint, you guys really are that. And it doesn't matter who puts points in. You guys don't care as long as at the end of the day we get the W.
Exactly, yeah. No one really cares how much points or, anything that you have. We always look to get someone hot or someone shooting the ball, and everyone, most of the time our points are all, spread out. And I think that's really hard for other teams, to defend when we have so many players that are able to score.
Well, and that's a big part of it. Yeah, like you said, you can't key on anybody. And you mentioned it in kind of the conversation early that, anytime Peyton touches it inside, they're going to collapse it. Or
right.
Jaden's the same way. Anytime they're going to throw three people at them, which means you guys are going to be open on the outside.
Yep.
You've done it. Izzy Norton has had a couple big shots in big games here. Maddie Busco's had a couple good shots. You guys are and Peyton Foster, again, I could just go through the whole team because
yep.
You guys really do a great job, like I said, of moving the ball around, and it always seems to find the hot shooter. And again, whether it's intentional or not, it's just the way you guys play. And I've watched, having watched a handful of you play for 4 years, it's been really fun to watch you guys get going. What I really wanted to key on here, just real quick before we get done, is your defense. You guys are so long-armed that it's so hard for teams to throw over top of you or to throw around you. It's something that we said it when you were a freshman, that what you could be here in the next 3 years, and you guys have just continued to prove it. You guys just keep finding long arm defenders.
That's something that Dell always preaches is our defense, and obviously that helps translate into our offensive part too. So when we're able to keep teams down with points, I think that really helps us focus on offensive wise. And we switched into the 1-3-1 coming out of half, and that kind of picked the pace up again, putting pressure on. And obviously in the first half we were a little foul heavy, but we kind of control that. But I think overall our defense really improved tonight.
No, and it's been really good. And like I said, I talked with both coaches. You guys have got AP here, AP on Friday over there, which is always a tough place to go and play. And then back here, Union, and I'll have that game here back on YouTube for that Union game. So good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Hope to get a chance to chat with you again.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Maren Bixby joining me here at halftime. We're getting ready to start the second half here of the boys' game. And we'll be kicking off here. Wolverines leading this one 26-16. Full halftime lineup there. Appreciate both the coaches and Maren coming up and joining me so we can really get a chance for them to talk about the team and talk about what they've got. So boys coming out. Amani Robinson. It's going to be the starting lineups for both ways. Robinson being guarded by Lotz, and that ball tipped away by Costello. So it's Amani Robinson, Andrew Robinson, Leo Christensen, Nick Merrifield, and Jackson Mudd starting this one for the Sailors. For the Wolverines, Jensen, Costello, Meester, Lotz, and DeWall. Ball in Christensen's hands, guarded by Costello. Out to Merrifield. Over to Mudd. Mudd into Christensen, who's posting up. Back out to Mudd. He's going to take the three off the rim, rebounded by Costello, and he's going to get out and run. Jensen on his left. Goes to Jensen. Up and in. Quick bucket by the Wolverines. This is that pace the Wolverines like to play at. Ball quickly back to Merrifield. He's going to attack against DeWall, and that's going to be DeWall's third foul. It's going to put Merrifield on the line for two. DeWall's first of the third quarter for the Wolverines. Wolverines up 28-16. First shot by Merrifield, up and good. We're going to have Jack Haynes in for Colton DeWall. Merrifield sets. Shot is off the back of the rim, rebounded by Lotz. Lotz to Meester. Meester going to bring it down. Wolverines looking to set up and extend this lead. Greens over to. Ball ends up in Meester's hands in the corner. Meester to Haynes, who just checked in. Haynes to Jensen, who gets it to Haynes, and that goes off his hands, and that's going to go to Merrifield, and he's going to bring it back down the other way. Looks up top. That ball gets tipped away and taken by Costello. Costello bringing it back. Over to Meester on the wing. Meester back to Costello. Costello up against Mudd. Leaves it short, but Meester with the rebound. That ball goes out of bounds off of Mudd, I believe. Meester, good crash and getting that offensive rebound. Meester going to take the ball out of bounds. We're going to reset the shot clock here as the officials are discussing if it was on the ground, which they're going to say on the ground. Quickly into Costello. Over to Jensen. Jensen will pull the three off the back of the rim. Rebounded there by Mudd. Haynes and Andrew Robinson get tangled up a little bit. Amari Robinson with it up top, guarded by Lotz. He attacks, hits it. Good attack there by Robinson. Meester back with it. Screen from Haynes. Looks to roll, nothing. Hits Costello on the cut. Out to Lotz. Lotz puts it on the deck, attacks, and that one's going to be kicked out of bounds. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 5:56 to go in the third quarter. Wolverines up by 9. Meester will take the ball out of bounds. Meester quickly up to Jensen. Jensen in back to Meester. Meester looking for a screen, and Haynes with the roll. Ooh, Haynes got deep, but that is going to be on Mudd, and that's going to be his third. Haynes is going to get a couple free throws. Mudd picks up his third foul, and we are going to have 2 free throws by Jack Haynes. First one up and good by Haynes. Haynes on the year is an 80% or 60% free throw shooter, one of the better free throw shooters on the team. Second one up and rattles out, rebounded by Mudd. Mudd with the ball, bringing it across to Robinson. Robinson to Merrifield. Merrifield up, off the rim, rebounded by Costello. Costello over to Meester. Meester pushing it. Wolverines looking to run. Meester over to Lotz. Lotz looking into Haynes, but gets away from him and goes to Amani Robinson. Robinson with it, guarded by Lotz. Haynes works his way around Andrew Robinson. That shot taken by Mudd. Rebounded by Costello. Gets it out to Meester. Meester pushing the ball down court. Looking to attack Mudd. And that's going to be Mudd's fourth. Jackson Mudd with his 4th personal foul. Second one on the Sailors. Meester going to go back to the line and get 2 free throws. Meester first free throw up, good. We're going to have Aiden Hosh come in for Mudd. He'll get set for the second one. Second one up and good as well. Wolverines in their defense. Ball thrown up to Christensen. He will put it up against Haynes' contest, and he puts it in. Meester coming right back. Looking to attack. Ball dumped into Haynes. Haynes out to Costello. Out to Lotz. Lotz puts it down on the deck. He gets it blocked. That is going to be out of bounds. Back to the Wolverines. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Jensen will inbound it. He gets it to Meester. Meester up top. He's going to get a screen from Haynes. Haynes on the roll. Meester attacks. Left-handed layup. Good. Colin Meester. Ball to Hosh. Hosh back to Christensen. Ball's tipped, but to Merrifield. Back to Christensen, and he gets it to Hosh. Merrifield, or Christensen with it. Merrifield now. Ball in his hand, Merrifield's hands. He kicks it to Amani Robinson to Andrew Robinson. Ball ends up with Amani Robinson back in the post, and he's going to make a move and hit it. Hits that shot around Jensen. Wolverines up by 10, 3:52 to go. Meester puts it on the deck, attacks, gets it to go. Good up and under move by Colin Meester. And that is going to be a foul on, I believe, Jace Jensen. That is going to be his third. Yep, that is on number 3, Jace Jensen, his third foul, and the Wolverines' second of the half, or of the third quarter, into the Wolverine lineup. Number 5, Jack Severson for Jace Jensen. And we are going to have a full timeout by the Sailors. We will take it with them. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools.
That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
First horn here for the timeout. We are back. Wolverines lead this one 35-23. 3:37 to go in the third quarter. It's going to be Columbus basketball after the Jensen foul. As we get ready here to go, Hosh will inbound it to Imani Robinson. Robinson to Hosh, back to Robinson. He gets it across to Merrifield. He shuffles it to Andrew Robinson. That ball shot is blocked by Devin Lotz. Lotz, good job recovering and getting that block. Merrifield will take it out. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh, somehow got it over Haynes' hands to Christensen. Christensen on the drive, left-handed shot, misses it. And that is going to be a foul on Carson Costello, his first, team third of the third quarter. It's going to put Andrew Robinson on the line for 2 shots. First free throw up and good. We get ready here. Second free throw by Robinson. Shot is up and good. He hits both of them. All right. Meester with it, coming across. Wolverines up by 10. Screen by Haynes. Haynes going to roll in, out to Severson. Severson to Lotz. Lotz into Haynes. Haynes up, missed it. Rebound off of Robinson. That's going to be Wolverine basketball. 35 on the clock, a reset shot clock. 3 minutes to go in the third. Meester will inbound it for the Wolverines. Ball is up to Costello back at half court. Meester going to come get it, set the offense. 30 seconds to go on the shot clock. Meester with it. Meester over to Lotz. Lotz on the attack, leaves it for Haynes. Haynes going to put it up strong and in. Ball in Merrifield to Hosh. Hosh going to bring it up. Back to Merrifield. And he's going to put it up and in. Nick Merrifield. Ball to Severson, and he gets it to Haynes, and Haynes tried to get rid of it right away, but he walked with it. It's going to be Columbus basketball with 2:24 to go. So Matern will come back in for Merrifield. Hosh, Matern, Amani Robinson, Andrew Robinson, and Christensen on the floor for the Sailors. Ball is stolen by Lotz. He tips it to Meester. Meester coming across with it. Ooh. It's Costello from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Andrew Robinson. Robinson gets it to Christensen. Christensen guarded by Lotz. Christensen to Amani Robinson. Wolverine's going to switch on the screen. Ooh, that was pretty close to an over and back, but I think he got it back. Amani Robinson over to Matern. He takes it in. 7 seconds on the shot clock. That shot taken by Hosh. Rattles out. Rebounded by Jack Haynes. Ball to Meester. Minute 33 to go in the third. Meester behind the back. Gets it to Lotz. Lotz on the attack. Pulls up. Takes the shot. Rebounded by Costello. Another offensive rebound for the Wolverines. Meester on the deck. Attacks, and he's going to get the foul called on Robinson. That will be Andrew Robinson's 4th foul. And Meester hits the bucket, and he's going to go to the line for another one. In for the Sailors is number 4, Nick Merrifield. And number 12, Drew Lindsay. Going to come in for Andrew Robinson and Aiden Hosh. Meester looking for the and one. Rattles it off. And we're going to have a foul on, is that on Severson? That is going to be his 3rd foul. And the 4th on the Wolverines. Tyler Bakken coming in for Costello. All right. Turn gets it to Lindsay with it in the middle. Kicks it out to Robinson. Back to Merrifield. He's going to pull the three. Oh, two Wolverines fighting for it. Rebound goes to Lindsay. Lindsay over to Robinson. Monty Robinson hits the three. 50 seconds to go in the third. Ball up to Sievertson. Sievertson back to Meester. Meester, Bakken to Lotz. Lotz will pull the three-pointer. Misses it. Ball rebounded by Monty Robinson. He gets it to Christensen. Back to Robinson. Coming across. Up to Lindsay. And he is going to get fouled by Bakken. And that will be Tyler Bakken's second foul with 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. And that's going to put number 12, Drew Lindsay, on the line for two free throws. Wolverines, that's their fifth foul. And that is quite a number of fouls by the Wolverines tonight. First shot by Lindsay is a miss, and Carson Costello will come in for Jack Haynes. So the five on the floor for your Wolverines: Sievertson, Meester, Costello, Bakken, and Lotz. Second free throw by Lindsay is up and good. 21 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wolverines by 8. Lotz. Ball up and tipped away. Scramble for it. Continued to be tipped. And we have got we are going to get a timeout. 30-second timeout by the Sailors. Scramble for the ball. A lot of people poking at it. Nobody get a hold of it until Amani Robinson did. Haynes will check back in here during the timeout. So we're going to see here 4.4 seconds. It'll be Sailors ball underneath the Wolverines hoop. So they're going to have to go length the floor in 4.4 seconds here. Look for something to heave something up. But Wolverines playing this one tight here. All right, so Sailors getting set. Monty Robinson taking the ball out of bounds. He looks to go deep. He hits Christensen with it, and he stepped out. That's going to be Wolverine basketball, 3 seconds to go. He was right on the sideline. He stepped back to make that pass and stepped out of bounds. So we're going to have Jensen, Costello, and DeWall back in for the Wolverines. 30-second timeout here by the Wolverines. We'll see what coach draws up here for this last second shot. Again, just running through. We will have Wolverines we will be back here on Thursday night for the Roland Story game. Boys, it'll be a boys game only, no girls game that night. We'll broadcast the varsity boys game, approximately same start as normal for the boys. Then Friday night, the Wolverines will travel to Parkersburg to play Appington Parkersburg. And then on Saturday, we are back here with an earlier start time, 3 o'clock start for the girls game. Boys games start about 4:30. So that's the next few games here for the Wolverines. All right, Wolverines coming in, 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Costello taking it out. Costello to Jensen. Jensen to Costello. Shot does not go. I think there was a tip ball in there that threw that play off just a little bit. Well, and we're going to hit the quarter here, so we'll again take our normal quarter break. We'll be right back here after.
Hey!
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools.
That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
All right, first horn, welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Wolverines lead this one 39-31, currently by 8, and it is going to be Wolverine basketball coming out after the end of the third. We start the fourth here. Wolverines, again, lead this one by 8. On the floor for the Wolverines is going to be Jensen, Meester, Costello, Lotz, and DeWall. Starting 5 for the Wolverines. Jensen with it. On the floor for the Sailors is number 12, Lindsay. Number 1, Amani Robinson. Number 3, Leo Christensen. Number 4, Nick Merrifield. And number 21, Jace Matern. Ball is out of bounds off of the Sailors. Wolverines hold on to it. 13 seconds on the shot clock. So Jace Jensen will take the ball out of bounds. Gets it to Costello. Costello on the attack. Goes to the left hand. Up and in. Scoop layup by Meester. Up and good. Merrifield with the ball. Guarded by DeWall. Out to Lindsay. Lindsay up to Christensen. Christensen puts it on the ground. Up, misses it. Costello with the rebound. Colin Meester with the ball. And bring it across and get it to Jace Jensen. Set the offense. Out to Meester. Screen by Costello. Costello pops out. Looks to attack. Up and under. Costello with the good bucket there. Wolverines lead by 12. So it's going to be, if that's on Jensen, that will be his 4th. Nope, that's going to be on Costello, his 2nd. First for the Wolverines here in the 4th quarter. Merrifield will inbound it. Throws it over top. Good defense by DeWall. Gets it to Jensen. Jensen with the little scoop shot. Back to the basket. Gets it up and in. Ball quickly back across. Christensen with it. Christensen to Matern. Matern turns the corner. Kicks it out to Lindsay. Lindsay will take the 3. Off the brim. Rebounded by Meester. Meester pushes it up to Lotz. And Lotz with the attack. We're going to have a block on Merrifield as Lotz went by him. It's going to be underneath, and that's going to bring Jackson Mudd will come in for Jace Matern. Meester up to Jensen. Jensen back to Meester. Meester out to Lotz. Lotz looks to attack. Little jumper, good. Quick 6 points here by the Wolverines. That is going to be on Costello, and that's going to be his 3rd and the 2nd by the Wolverines here in the 4th quarter. Ball into Lindsay. Lindsay brings it across, gets it to Mudd. Mudd being guarded by DeWall. Out to Amani Robinson. Robinson being guarded by Lotz. It's a good job. Gets it to Christensen. He will get it up and in, but good defense by Lotz. Meester to Jensen. Jensen back to Meester. Meester up top to Jensen. Jensen over to Lotz. Lotz is going to travel. He didn't get his ball down before he moved his feet. So that's going to be another turnover to the Sailors, and it's going to bring Andrew Robinson is going to come in for Lindsay. So Sailors now back with their original starting 5. Ball into Amani Robinson. Gets it to Christensen. Christensen bringing it across. Gets it to Mudd. Mudd over to Christensen. He's going to take the 3, and he's going to hit it. Back quickly into Meester. Meester coming up over to Costello. Costello on the drive. Kicks it to Lotz. Lotz is going to take the 3. Lift it short. Rebounded by Christensen. Christensen brings it across Merrifield. Merrifield on the attack, and he'll get it to go. Ball quickly back into Jensen. Jensen with it, guarded by Amani Robinson. Jensen on the attack. Got the block call. That's going to be the 5th foul on Andrew Robinson. He will foul out, and Jensen is going to get 2 shots. That's going to bring Drew Lindsay back into the game for Robinson. Jensen going to get 2 free throws here. Wolverines lead this one by 9. First free throw from Jensen. Up and off the side of the rim. So Wolverines looking to get 1 point. Jensen here looking for the second free throw. Free throw down, up, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Merrifield. Jensen misses the pair, and so Wolverines only up 9. Merrifield puts it on the deck, and he attacks, left it short. Lotz with good defense on him, rebounded by Costello. Costello with it. Out to Meester. Meester attacks, left-handed layup, gets it to go. Yep. Lotz was out of bounds and first one touch it coming back in. So it'll be Sailor basketball, Wolverines by 11. Ball's into Drew Lindsay. Lindsay over to Merrifield. Merrifield puts it down. Now gets it to Lindsay. Lindsay turns the corner, has it taken away by Jensen. Jensen on the run. We're going to have a hand check on, I believe we got a hand check on Christensen. Yep, we have a hand check on Leo Christensen. That is his team third of the 4th quarter. 3:33 to go, Wolverines by 11. Meester to inbound it. Oh, looked for Jensen and got kicked, so we're going to do it again. Looking for Jensen cutting down the middle of that lane. Ball into Costello. Taken away by Lindsay. Lindsay to Amani Robinson, and he's going to get fouled by Jensen. That's going to be Jensen's 4th. 4 fouls on Jace Jensen with 3:24 to go. Amani Robinson going to go to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw for Robinson is off the rim. He's going to get a second one. Second one up and good. 10-point game here, 49-39. Ball to Meester. Meester for Costello. Costello to DeWall. DeWall strong with the shot. Rebounded by Merrifield. Up to Lindsay, quick on the wing. Lindsay's going to set up, pull the 3, and he's going to hit it. 7-point game here. Meester with it. Ball taken away by Christensen. Gets it to Mudd. Mudd, Merrifield with the shot. And that's going to be Jensen's 5th. Jace Jensen's going to fall out of this game. Late call by the official.
Wolverine fouls on number 3, Jace Jensen. His 5th in the lineup is Jack Severson. The Wolverines at the line.
So coming in for the Sailors is going to be Jace Matern. And in for the Wolverines is number 5, Jack Severson. Merrifield is going to go to the line for 2. First one is up and good.
First free throw by Merrifield is good.
Merrifield with the second free throw. Missed it, rebounded. Fight for the rebound. And that's going to go to the Wolverines. Wolverines right now going to have to deal with some pressure from the Sailors. Meester over to Lotz. Lotz looked to go to Severson. And that's Merrifield with it. Meester with the rebound on the miss. He quickly attacks. Out to Meester. Meester will dribble it out. Picks it up. And we got a timeout by Coach Tagtoe here. 30-second timeout. Wolverines going to get set. But that Sailor pressure has been causing some problems here. They've got it down to 6 points. And right now, Wolverines need to handle the ball and need to not commit turnovers. You can see Colin Meester pulled that one up, and he wanted to shoot it, and then he decided against it, so he dribbled it out. Quick timeout here. 21 seconds on the shot clock, 2:22 to go. Wolverines, 4 fouls in this quarter. Sailors, 3. And it looks like it'll be Severson taking the ball out of bounds, or it will be Lotz. Lotz will take the ball out of bounds as the Wolverines look to inbound it. Meester with it, guarded by Christensen. And they're going to get Meester for a travel, dragged his foot as he tried to set. All right, here we go. Amani Robinson with it, going to inbound it. Gets it to Drew Lindsay. Lindsay with it, guarded by Meester. Lindsay to Christensen. Christensen to Merrifield. Merrifield. The ball ends up with Lindsay in the corner, and he misses the 3. Rebounded by DeWall. Ball now back to Meester. 1:53 to go, 6-point game. Wolverines with the basketball. Yep, we're going to hand check on Christensen. That's going to be his 4th, and the 4th on the team here in the 4th quarter. We're going to have Jack Haynes is going to check in for Colton DeWall. Ball to Meester, 35 seconds to go. Meester guarded by Christensen, now doubled. Ball over to Severson. Severson goes back to Meester. Meester on the drive. He's going to get fouled. He's going to get 2 free throws. Chance to build this one up a little bit. That foul is going to be on Jace Matern, his 1st, team's 5th. Meester is going to get 2 free throws here. First free throw is up and good by Meester. One more.
Meester will attempt the second.
Meester's second free throw up and good. Wolverines by 8. 1:34 to go. Lindsay with it. Back to Robinson. Robinson over to Merrifield. He's going to drive and get the layup. Timeout by Meester. Again, this pressure by Columbus. Wolverines are a full timeout by the Wolverines. Wolverines looking to figure this thing out. Need to get some time run off. Minute 19 to go. Only up by 6. In the bonus the rest of the way. If you look at the group they have on the floor, you have Colin Meester, Jack Severson at 66.67% free throw shooter. Colin Meester to 64%. I believe Costello was on. He's a 56% free throw shooter. Lotz hasn't shot very many, but he's 100%. And Jack Haynes is 60%. So you've got good free throw shooters on the floor for the Wolverines. If you're the Sailors and you're trying to figure out who to foul by percentage, I don't know. Carson Costello is probably your worst by percentage, but he's had a couple big ones tonight. So we'll see what they decide to do. Again, Lotz hasn't been in the line a whole lot. He hasn't missed one, but hasn't shot very many. So here we go. Wolverines are going to inbound it from the Sailors' end. On the floor for the Wolverines, Severson, Meester, Costello, Lotz, and Haynes. Ball's up to Meester. Meester guarded by Lindsay. Over to Lotz. Lotz gets it across. Oh, ball poked away. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay going to go in, layup, missed it. Rebound by Robinson. He gets the shot up, but that's going to be Haynes. And that is out of bounds, and that is going to go to the Wolverines as Lindsay knocked it out of Haynes' hands. It's like we're going to have Tyler Bakken's going to come in here. Bakken in for Severson. Ball into Bakken. Bakken up to Costello. Costello shot up, missed, rebounded by Robinson. Robinson out to Merrifield. He's going to take a deep three and miss it. Rebounded by Bakken. 38 seconds to go. Meester calls that timeout. Wolverines have one left. It's got to be a full here. Wolverines taking a full timeout. Tyler Bakken, 40% free throw shooter, but I've seen him hit some big ones, so we'll see what they. If you're Columbus, you scrap back here. So tonight, though, you got Colin Meester with 26 points, another big night against Columbus. Amani Robinson with 14, and Leo Christensen with 11. And along with Merrifield with his 8. So really, if you're the Wolverines, find a way to get this ball in bounds and hit your free throws. Columbus with still 3 timeouts left, so they've got plenty of timeouts here on the board. We've got 36.6 seconds to go, 6-point game, and possession arrow is Columbus's. So really just got to get it in bounds, take your foul, get yourself some free throws as we get ready to go here. On the floor for the Wolverines will be Meester, Costello, Bakken, Lotz, and Haynes. And by percentages, Bakken's, the lowest percentage free throw shooter. So we'll see if the Sailors allow the ball to get into him. And they don't. It goes to Meester. Meester over to Lotz. Lotz up to Bakken. Ooh. It's going to be Meester now, and that's going to be Robinson. They tried to get Bakken, but no call by the official, and that's going to be Meester going to the line for 2. First foul on Amani Robinson. Meester going to shoot 2 free throws. First one. Up and good. 1 left. We'll see what Columbus decides to do here. Free throw up and good. Ball in quickly to Amani Robinson. He's going to push it. Robinson out to Matern. He's shot up, missed it. Rebounded by Lindsay, and he's going to get fouled. That's going to be the 5th foul. That's going to put Lindsay. Bakken's 3rd, and that's going to put Lindsay on the line for 2 free throws with 15.9 to go. First free throw by Lindsay, up and off. Wolverines still holding this 8-point lead with 15.9. Big right now to box out and get this rebound. Lindsay up and in. Lotz takes it out. Into Bakken. Bakken going to get the foul. Matern with the foul. Bakken going to go to the line. Again, a small sample size, but really, if you're looking at pure percentages, he's the guy you're going to put on the line. Tyler Bakken will look here to hit these free throws. First one. Up and in, like nothing. Again, like I said, I've seen him hit some big ones here. So Bakken going to get that second free throw. Wolverines put the Wolverines up 9. Off the rim, up 8, 12 seconds to go. Merrifield coming across. He's going to pull the 3. He's going to miss it. And that ball was saved by Lindsay off Bakken's foot and back out of bounds to the Sailors. 4.3 to go. Wolverines by 8. Should hold on to this one. Ball quickly into Christensen. He gets the shot up, makes it. And that is going to do it. So that's going to make your final score here. Wolverines 54, Sailors 49. Wolverines get their 2nd win in a row. And we'll look now to play Roland Story on Thursday night. I'll be back for that game. We are going to run the Booster Club video, and we'll be back to chat with you all right after this. here in Dike, wrapping this one up. Wolverines come away with a win here tonight against Columbus, looking to keep this momentum going as they will host Roland Story on Thursday. Start time for that one is going to be about the same as a normal game. 6:15 start for the JV, which we won't have, and we will have the varsity probably right around 7:30. Hopefully be on a little bit before that, but Roland Story on Thursday here from Dike, Iowa, Dike-New Hartford Gymnasium, as the Wolverines, again, victorious tonight, are going to look to keep this momentum going. But we will we'll see you then. And until then, stay safe. Cold out there, so make sure you stay safe and keep yourselves. We want you back here in a couple days, so we'll be on the air next. Like I said, Thursday night boys game against Roland Story here from Dike. So again, for Dike-New Hartford basketball, this is Joe Huck signing off. Have a good night.